You guys, Gypsy Rose is finally done with Ryan Anderson. After all this time, the two of them are finally actually divorced. Can you believe it? Honestly, this has been a long time coming. It has been a crazy ride this year. It's basically been a year since she's gotten out of prison, and so much has happened with her. And we are going to spill on all the new details of the divorce, things that they have both come out to say, and just a little bit of the journey that we have been on this year. Like I said, it's been quite the journey online this year for Gypsy, navigating social media and going back and forth with Ryan Anderson. I mean, their show came out and there was drama with people thinking that Ryan was creepy, and then they felt bad for him once they saw how she got with Ken and how her stepmom was in her ear saying that, you know, Ken reached out to me. And I mean, we just saw it all. But after everything, it's official. Gypsy can stop hearing about how she is Ryan Anderson's wife, because on his TikTok lives, he would still refer to her as such sometimes, just to let everyone know that he does have a right to vent about her if he wants to, because they were still married and this situation stung. But now they're officially done and she can move on with Ken and have their baby girl and live happily ever after. At least we hope, right? Because the last year has been filled with so much drama, especially the last couple of months in dealing with the divorce and the baby daddy drama involved in that. One could hope that all the drama would wash away now and Gypsy and Ken would maybe want to lay low for a bit or something like that. But like I said, that's more of just people wishing, because the track record here is giving very much this is not over, even though her and Ryan are officially divorced, because the back and forth internet drama hasn't completely gone away, and we can't be too surprised. This week, reports went around that 8 months after Gypsy filed for divorce in April, things were officially over, right? Okay. And according to People, Blanchard says the two have since worked out their financial disagreements in court. Attorney First adds that they have decided against spousal support. However, the division of community property is still being worked out. But shortly after the divorce reports went around, so did another story where they claimed that Gypsy was going around saying that she didn't enjoy doing you know what with Ryan, even though there's that one famous comment that she made under one of his posts when he was getting a lot of backlash, where she said, "Ryan, don't listen to the haters. I love you and you love me. We do not owe anyone anything. Our family is who matters. If you get likes and good comments, great. If you get hate, then whatever, because they don't matter. I love you. Besides, they jealous because you are rocking my world every night. Yeah, I said it. The D is fire. Happy wife, happy life." And at the time he said, "Who said I gave a damn about what these jealous people say anyway? Haha, now come get it, baby." Yeah, not so fire when she's looking back on everything now, I guess. In an exclusive interview with People this week, Gypsy opened up about their intimate life and what went on behind closed doors that helped encourage her to decide to call it quits. Yeah. They wrote that she said, "Now Blanchard shares what she says was really happening. Ryan in my life was not ideal. I told him privately. Maybe it was a lack of attraction in that area, or if I still wasn't processing properly." And Gypsy has opened up about past traumas and things like that might have been affecting her during this time. But the fact that this was being said publicly and the things that she said afterwards, like her talking about maybe it was a lack of attraction, like, oh, you guys, I know that hurts. I know it does. I know it does, because that's just to say that publicly. And then she's telling him that she talked about this in private with him. Well, it's public now. You know, we're all hearing about it. So much for no drama after the divorce, I guess, because there's no way that he just takes this comment in silence. Like, I'm sure by the time I post this video even, he's probably already gone on live and addressed this whole thing, making some sort of shady comment, because that's just the pattern that seems to happen with these two. I mean, it just feels like such an odd time to be opening up about this. I know that they're talking about her memoir and things like that, but this comment, it was salt in the wound, especially because she later talks about her experience with Ken and that she had a much better experience, and she's obviously with him right now and they're having their baby girl. And oh gosh, I just know when Ryan saw this, he was just like crying probably. Because this is hurtful stuff. I mean, to be saying this publicly, it hurts. No matter what the situation is and all the drama and stuff like that, to hear that you were not good in bed or you were just like not satisfying someone in a magazine article, like there is just no way that that doesn't hurt your freaking feelings. Now, the whole thing is just extra hurtful to Ryan since he has been public about still having feelings for Gypsy. I mean, just a few weeks ago, there were these leaked messages of their DMs that he had sent to Gypsy where he was saying that he still loved her and was complimenting her. He had said, "You look so good as a brunette, miss your voice, you know I do." Another message said, "You still have my heart. I still only have eyes for you, Gypsy Rose. You really are the most beautiful woman in the world, just being honest." And he recently went on live and addressed the messages, standing by them.
I hope y'all are still Team Ryan after, leaked messages or whatever. Let me talk about that real quick. I wasn't too excited about that. Guys, I am going through a divorce. There are moments that I do still miss Gypsy. I mean, it's just normal. I'm working on it. I know that she's about to have a baby with Ken. I know everything like that. I get it. But I do have moments, guys, and that was a weak moment. I was, just had a moment, and I was hurt that the messages were leaked because that's a private deal. And I did like the brunette. She knows I like her as a brunette. So I was just letting her know that. And so a little embarrassed by it, but at the same time, guys, I've never lied about my feelings towards her.
He went on to address messages that he received afterwards and said that it's not like he hasn't been honest about his feelings towards her since they split.
So I love when people text me and it was like, she outed you. She outed you. Outed me for what? Outed me? How is that outing me? I'm not hiding that from anybody. And if anybody asks me, of course, I've always had feelings for her. That's my soon-to-be ex-wife, really soon, actually. So, guys, going through that, you have a mix of emotions. Thing is, it's funny, I've never released any messages that she sent that would damage her or embarrass her. I could do the same, but what does that do, honestly? It just starts a yan, and what's the point in that, right?
He later claimed to have text messages that make Gypsy look foolish or at least contradict her, which I guess means he's trying to say that she has sent him complimentary texts, so it's not all just one-sided, but he was jokingly running a poll during his live asking people if they were in his position if he would leak the messages or not.
Get my revenge and leak everything? I should, but I mean, what's the good in that, guys? Honestly, what's the good? What would come from that? So let's do a poll. All right, if you were in my position, would you leak texts like she did? Red, yes, blue, no. If you were in my position, would you leak texts that contradict her or try to make her look foolish?
So I really don't think that the back and forth is going to end now that the divorce is actually finalized. Truly, it feels like every month there's something happening with them online, and there's just no world in which I see Ryan not addressing what Gypsy said to people. But I guess we'll just have to see. I want to know what you guys think about all of this, though, from Gypsy's recent comments to what Ryan had to say on live. The fact that their divorce is finally finalized, which I'm sure is like a breath of fresh air for all three of them, because for so long, there was all of these conversations about, oh my gosh, what's going to happen when she has the baby because she's legally married to Ryan, and where they live, the baby would automatically be his. And even though they did a paternity test and said Ken was the father, it was still just such a talked about topic. And I feel like now it can finally go to rest that she's not with Ryan, the baby is Ken's. But of course, there's a whole new other can of worms that has been just unlocked. But I want to know what you guys think about all of this. Let me know your thoughts. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.